Hi, second graders, it's Mrs. Belatesh, and today we're going to look at a new environment. It's called the Tundra Land. The wind howls across a frozen land. Close to the ground, small plants with bright yellow and red flowers sway in the wind. A caribou munches on short grass. Near the North Pole lies one of the coldest places on Earth called the tundra. Little snow or rain falls throughout the year. Few plants and animals can survive in the harsh conditions of this frozen desert. Together, plants and animals make up a community called a biome. Because of its unique climate, each biome has types of plants and animals that don't live anywhere else on Earth. The plants and animals that live on the tundra are suited to its climate. Tundra winters are long and harsh. Winds blow and snow covers the frozen ground. In winter, the tundra gets very little sunlight and stays dark for weeks. During short tundra summers, the sun shines almost 24 hours a day. In the mild summer, tundra snow melts, but only the top layer of soil gets warm. Beneath the top layer, the ground stays frozen. Trees can't live where this permafrost exists because their long roots can't grow in the frozen soil. Many tundra plants have short roots so they can live in the shallow topsoil. Food is scarce on the tundra, except in summer. Plants grow quickly because they receive 24 hours of sunlight. People can find blueberries and bilberries to eat. Orange berries called cloudberries grow only on the tundra. When tundra birds eat berries, they swallow the tiny seeds. Then birds fly away. And when they pass their waist, the seeds spread to other places. Birds help new plants grow all over the tundra. In the summer, melting snow on the tundra cannot sink deep into the frozen permafrost. Water collects near the top of the soil and shallow lakes and ponds form. Shallow ponds are good places for mosquitoes to lay eggs. The buzzing of millions of mosquitoes fills the air in the summer. Birds think of mosquitoes as tasty snacks. In winter, the tundra sky darkens and the temperature drops far below freezing. Tundra plants and animals have adapted to cope with the frigid weather. Animals have ways to keep warm in winter. Polar bears and wolves have thick fur. Musk oxen have a layer of woolly fur next to their bodies to keep the heat in. They also have an outer layer of long fur that protects against the wind and snow. Weather on the tundra affects animals in other ways. Ermines and Arctic foxes are white in the winter. That way they can sneak up on prey. In summer, when plants are plentiful, ermines and Arctic foxes turn brown. Changing fur color also keeps animals safe. Snowy owls hunt ermines. In winter, ermines are white, so it's hard for the owls to spot them in the snow. Not all animals can survive on the tundra year-round. Some migrate or travel to warmer places to escape the frozen winter. In the summer, they return to the tundra. Huge herds of caribou come to the tundra when it's warm. They raise their young there and leave again when the temperature falls and food is hard to find. And that was about the tundra. The tundra is a very different environment from the rainforest, which we learned about last week. Both the tundra and rainforest are the way they are because of the amount of light and heat they get from the sun. Remember, most of the rainforests are near the equator. The equator gets a lot of light and heat from the sun. The tundra is near the North Pole. Do you remember in first grade when we talked about day and night? And that because of the tilt of the earth, right? The earth is not straight up and down, it's tilted. Because of the tilt of the earth, sometimes the North Pole does not get very much light when it's tilted away from the sun. But in the summer in the North Pole, when the North Pole is tilted towards the sun, it gets light all the time. But the daylight that it gets is like 8 o'clock in the morning daylight. It's not intense heat and light. It's kind of weak heat and light. So even though it gets light for 24 hours a day, it's not the sun at noon here in Southern California. It's like the sun at 8 o'clock in the morning. As a result, plants don't get as much energy from the sun. Let's take out your science notebook and let's title the next page, The Tundra Environment. And then this is what I wrote. The tundra is a cold, windy, frozen desert. It is located near the North Pole. It is dark for months in the winter. It is light for months in the summer. No trees grow because the tree roots cannot grow in the frozen ground. Only short bushes with shallow roots grow. Animals must have warm fur or migrate to warmer places in the winter. Okay, so this is what I did for the tundra. And basically, I did not include any trees. Remember, the ground is frozen, so the roots cannot grow. So only short plants. A lot of azaleas grow in the tundra, and so that's why it's very colorful sometimes. And then I have some mountains in the background. It's hard to show snow, but there's snow on them, and I have a caribou. And I have the beautiful sky. It's beautiful. The sky is so clear at the tundra. You guys have done an amazing job once again. I'm really proud of you. Next week, we're going to finish up with the grassland.